What if I told you that the Mien people once lived in a secret mountain sanctuary, far from the reach of emperors and warlords? A place where rivers flowed through fertile valleys, where forests sheltered the people, and where every household lived free, guided by the wisdom of their elders. That place is known in Mien tradition as Qianjiadong, the Thousand-Family Cavern. According to oral history passed down for generations, Qianjiadong was a hidden valley deep in the mountains of southern China. Protected by cliffs and ridges, it was home to more than 1,000 Mien families who lived in peace and unity. There were no outside rulers, no forced taxes, no armies, just tradition, agriculture, prayer, and celebration. Mien people grew rice and herbs, raised animals, chanted to their ancestors, and shared stories by firelight under the stars. The elders led the people. Children learned from the land. Every family had a role, a purpose, and a future. It was paradise, but the world beyond was changing. During the late Song dynasty and into the Yuan dynasty, the Chinese imperial government expanded deeper into southern lands. As soldiers and tax collectors pushed into the mountains, even the most remote communities were no longer safe. Eventually, Qianjiadong was discovered. Troops entered the valley. At first, they came to demand tribute, rice, silver, and labor. But when the Mien resisted, the consequences were devastating. According to Mien oral tradition, soldiers burned homes, destroyed heirlooms, and executed village elders. Sacred drums, ancestor tablets, scrolls, and priceless ceremonial items were reduced to ashes. The sanctuary became a battlefield. Knowing they could no longer protect Qianjiadong, the elders made a final decision. They sounded the ox horn, calling together the leaders of all 12 Mien clans. In a powerful act of unity and mourning, they sawed the ox horn into 12 pieces. Each clan took one piece as a symbol of their shared past. Standing before the statue of King Pan, the legendary ancestor of the Mien people, they made a sacred vow. We will leave this place behind, but we will not forget. Within 500 years, our descendants will return. And so began the Great Scattering. The Mien people fled into the mountains and valleys of nearby regions. Some crossed into what is now Vietnam. Others found refuge in Laos and Thailand. Many would later migrate even further, reaching countries across the world. But wherever they went, they carried the memory of Qianjiadong. The name was spoken in lullabies, mentioned in marriage ceremonies, and honored during ancestral prayers. Though they no longer lived there, Qianjiadong lived within them. Then in 1986, something extraordinary happened. A group of Chinese scholars and historians led by Professor Gong Zhebing began tracing the legend of Qianjiadong. Using oral accounts, old maps, and geographical clues, they were led to a remote village in Hunan province known as Dayuan. The area matched the ancient descriptions. Mountains surrounded the valley. Streams and rivers flowed from nearby ridges. Locals spoke of ancient tools and bricks found in the soil. The scholars believed this was the long-lost site of Qianjiadong. They petitioned the local government to change the village's name back to its original one. Their request was approved. Qianjiadong was reborn, not only in name but in memory. Today, Qianjiadong still exists. It is a quiet village nestled in nature, but for the Mien, it is a symbol of something greater. It represents survival, unity, and a promise never broken. In that valley, researchers have found signs of old life. Grindstones, broken bricks, ancient tools once used by our ancestors. 9 rivers still flow through its terrain. The trees still bloom, the spirit remains. Where soldiers once marched, sheep now graze. The valley is peaceful again. Not every part of the story is found in history books. There is no official document describing the ox horn being cut, or the statue of King Pan. But for the Mien, truth is more than what is written. It is what has been carried in our voices, our prayers, and our traditions. Every New Year chant, every family ceremony, every sacred song passed down over generations holds part of that truth. So what does Qianjiadong mean today? It is not just a location. It is a memory, a message, a mission passed down from those who came before us. Because even after the land was lost and the people were scattered, the vow endured. And today every Mien still carries a piece of that ox horn, whether in their hands or in their hearts. Qianjiadong was never just a place. It was a beginning. It was a promise. It is home.